I feel this push for like almost asceticism in a way, or where I feel bad for having an apartment, and I've felt bad for having a home. It gives me stress. And by home I meant a house. A house just gives me stress. I don't know why. I feel guilty for having too big of a house all for myself. I feel like that house it should have like a family in it, not just me. And there's this push I'm noticing a lot in my life, like simplification a lot, where I've even gone through and questioned everything in my life. I guess it's a part of me getting away from being a hoarder. But like I didn't feel like having a desk. Again, my best friend Thais talked me into taking her old desk, and it's working out. But some cute birds down there. They're adorable. But I still feel that push to even get rid of that desk. It's like I feel like having that desk would weigh on me in a way. I'm going to keep the desk, and I'm going to have that responsibility to do the most I can at the desk and to make it a really amazing desk. But I don't know, there's like this thing about my life where I feel like getting rid of more things. And I feel like I kind of want to live in a tiny little cabin somewhere and then commute on a bicycle to wherever I work. And sure, I can have all the tools I want where I work, but I don't want to have those in my life. And I wouldn't need that big of a cabin. Now, unfortunately for me, I live with my best friend, sharing my life with her. That kind of best friend, where even such a good friend, where calling her a girlfriend would seem like it was doing a disservice, where it's like, this is a pure, amazing friendship beyond any marriage that I could have ever had. It's just wonderful. She's my co-processor. We're a Core 2 duo together. And yet, I also have a lot of uniquenesses because I have a weird trajectory. I came from a weird spot. I didn't have school. I grew up in a town with only 180 people, 8 miles from anywhere. And so I'm really original. But I just have like this push that I feel where it's like, can I do away with that? Can I do away with this? I wish I could. My thoughts are gonna bubble and roil over this for a long time, I think, because sometimes it even results in me, like today, I was really angry about the apartment. I just resented it because it gives me stress. And that desk, I'll probably resent it too. Sometimes I do. But there's like this push for simplification or removing things. I don't know if maybe it's unhealthy. I'm not a fan of minimalism too much, but some of these things which it seems like society tells you need, I don't always think I need. Like, what if instead of a desk, I had my desktop computer in a closet connected to the Ethernet, and then I used a program like Parsec to make my laptop instantly like show the desktop of my desktop. And then I wouldn't need that. I could sit anywhere. Maybe I could have, instead of a workbench, I have a folding workbench. That's like some origami structure. Kind of interesting. It's a shame that somebody like Diogenes didn't write down much of his ethics. He was that guy in ancient Greece or ancient Rome, I can't recall, where he ancient Greece. He was that guy in ancient Greece that he pretty much gave up a lot of things in his life and lived as simple of a life as possible. I really like that idea of not having many possessions, because if I have access to these things, then I don't need to own them. I'm not so tied to the idea of ownership. That's why I'm not so tied to like this fad lately of NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I don't need to own an image. If it's on my hard drive, I own it. I don't get what this is. I don't understand. It's like I'm too old or something. And I'm too disconnected from having to own things. I don't have to own something to enjoy it. Like, I don't have to own that creek in order to enjoy it. I'm sitting right here. It might sound simplistic, but it's like, I don't need to have a desk to enjoy my life. I don't need an apartment to enjoy my life. It's liberating, but I also don't really enjoy my life. So that's kind of funny. But either way, that desk and that apartment don't help me enjoy my life. And the houses I've lived in don't help me enjoy my life. They don't really. They help me not hate. Well, you know what now? Actually, whenever I'm having trouble, I'm a little bit less lost. It's like whenever I've not had a house to live in, it's like my thoughts stop being so deep, and I get kind of into more of like self-survival instincts, and all of a sudden I'm not dogged by these. But having the apartment, having the privilege of having an apartment or a house, then all of a sudden I'm like, well, gosh, could I do away with this? I don't know. It's this inner push for simplicity and getting rid of things that don't seem to help me as much as they should, because I feel like that apartment should make me happier, but it doesn't. And I'm not always for flashy things, and I think in this instance it's almost like that. It's in my head like it's a flashy thing, and I have a hard time liking it. I don't know. It's hard to say. Really hard to say.